Good morning, everybody. Today is the 17th of March. We are slowly working through vlogs. It is the end of the day. But today is a it was a long day. I got called into work again for a 9-hour shift. So I went in again at 11:30 and left at 8:30, and it was brutal. It was brutal, let me tell you. I went to work, I came back home, but I was able to do a little, well, technically this didn't happen today, this happened yesterday. Or was it Sunday? I can't remember. This happened recently, but I feel like I didn't mention it on the blog, but I feel like I should mention it on the blog. And that is that I started playing saxophone again. Now, why did I start playing saxophone again? Or, if you didn't know, hi, I played saxophone. Or at least I used to. In high school, that was my dream job. I wanted to be a professional saxophone player. And then, slowly, after senior year and taking music production courses and all that stuff, I kind of just morphed into being like, I just want to be a musician, but not necessarily a saxophone player. I know a couple people who are professional saxophone players, but the idea became less glamorous to me because I watched them sit around chasing gigs, and you know what, they get to play with a lot of cool people. I know a guy who did a gig with Neo. That's pretty sick. I'm really proud of him. Like, good job, dude. But for every Neo gig, you probably have 5 other I'm playing at a corporate office or random clubs or whatever, you know. Like, the idea just became less interesting to me. Now, all that to be said is that I got an email the other day, and which turned into a phone call about doing a gig. It's a gig for a company, so a corporate event, the same ones I was just ragging on. It was a corporate event, and I've played for them before, not last December, but the one before that. It was decently successful, and I made good money for it. For a 45-minute set, it was over $100. But they asked me to do it again. And I have been out of practice for a really, really long time. So, the gig is on April 10th, and now that it is the middle of March, I think it's time that I start warming up my chops again. So, yeah, that's what I've been doing. I'm trying to play as much as I can whenever there's time. And the way I'm choosing to do that is by just kind of learning solos, getting my vocabulary back up, getting my chops back up, that kind of thing. And the solo that I learned to play first was Candy by Cameo. It is an R&B song from like the 80s, I think. And the solo is played by Michael Brecker. And that should have been my first tell that maybe that shouldn't have been my first solo back to learn, because it's not hard. But it's a little difficult to get the inflections and the finesse that Michael Brecker has. But, you know, that's because he's Michael Brecker. But I almost got it down, and I spent about an hour or two on it the other day. And there's a couple parts I'm having issues with, but, like, it feels really good to play again. That's really the idea that I'm trying to get at here. It just feels really good to play again. And I forgot how much I missed being able to just play and have fun, you know? Like, music doesn't always have to be this ordeal. Sometimes music can be fun. And it was a nice realization to remember when, like, even through all the frustrations of me not being able to get these lines or not being able to hear it properly, I still had fun through the frustrations. And that's how I know that I'm like, yeah, this is what I want to do, you know? Like, it was a reminder that I loved music. And it felt good. And I'm excited to continue pushing forward with it and learning a bunch of other solos and blah, 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 blah. Kind of all I have for you today. That's it. That's really all I had. So I'm going to let you go off to bed, and I'm going to, I don't know, edit a video, or maybe I'll turn into. Haven't decided yet. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Let's meet back tomorrow for something different. Good night.